Molly Mae Hague, the beloved British influencer and entrepreneur, has once again pulled back the curtain on the unfiltered side of parenting, sharing a deeply personal account of a weekend that tested her limits as a young mother. At just 26 years old, Molly Mae, known affectionately as Molly to her millions of fans, welcomed her daughter Bambi into the world in January 2023, alongside her partner, professional boxer Tommy Fury. Their love story, which blossomed on the set of the hit reality show Love Island back in 2019, has been a fairy tale of sorts, complete with high-profile engagements, luxurious home renovations, and the launch of her thriving beauty brand, Bambi. But beneath the glossy Instagram feeds and sponsored posts lies the gritty, exhausting truth of raising a spirited 2-year-old, a truth that Molly Mae isn't afraid to lay bare for her 8.5 million followers. In a recent social media update that resonated with parents far and wide, Molly Mae posted a tender photograph capturing a fleeting moment of joy, her lips pressed gently against Bambi's cheek as they shared a cuddle at a quaint coffee shop. The image, bathed in soft morning light, exudes warmth and affection, the kind of snapshot that could easily fool anyone into thinking motherhood is a perpetual highlight reel. Yet, in the caption accompanying this heart-melting scene, Molly Mae delivered a gut punch of honesty that cut through the perfection. "Toddler. 1 mummy, 0, she wrote, summing up the scoreboard of their latest battle in 3 devastatingly relatable words. Parenthood summed up, an hour before this pic I was in tears. A full weekend of basically one constant tantrum. And then one cute moment makes you forget it all. It's this emotional whiplash, the relentless storm of tantrums followed by a single, soul-soothing snuggle, that defines so much of early parenthood, and Molly Mae's candid admission shines a spotlight on it like never before. She didn't stop there though. Elaborating on the chaos, she confessed, she certainly put mum and dad through their paces this weekend. I got cocky and started telling everyone we'd massively turned a corner. This weekend humbled me. There's a vulnerability in those lines, a raw acknowledgement that even influencers with seemingly picture-perfect lives grapple with the unpredictability of a toddler's moods. Bambi, with her wide-eyed curiosity and boundless energy, had orchestrated what Molly Mae described as a nonstop tantrum, a marathon of meltdowns that left her parents emotionally drained and questioning their own resilience. To illustrate the fuller picture of their family dynamic, Molly Mae shared another snapshot. Bambi curled up contentedly on the plush sofa of their sprawling £5 million Victorian mansion, her tiny frame nestled against Tommy's broad chest. The home, a testament to their post-Love Island success, features grand archways, minimalist decor, and a nursery that's the envy of every new parent scrolling through Pinterest. Yet, in that moment of domestic bliss, the photo serves as a poignant reminder that luxury can't shield you from the everyday trials of toddlerhood. Tommy, ever the doting dad despite his demanding training schedule for upcoming boxing matches, looked every bit the supportive partner, his arm wrapped protectively around their daughter. It's scenes like these that humanize the couple, transforming them from reality TV stars into relatable figures navigating the beautiful mess of building a family. Molly Mae's willingness to share these unvarnished truths isn't new, it's become a hallmark of her online presence. Since Bambi's arrival, she's chronicled everything from the euphoric highs of first smiles and milestones to the soul-crushing lows of sleep deprivation and self-doubt. In one particularly poignant post from earlier this year, she opened up about postpartum anxiety, describing nights spent staring at the ceiling while Bambi slept peacefully beside her, her mind racing with what-ifs about her daughter's safety and her own adequacy as a mother. I never expected it to hit me this hard, she admitted then, her words striking a chord with countless women who feel the same silent pressures. That vulnerability has not only strengthened her bond with her audience but also positioned her as a beacon for young mothers who feel isolated in their struggles. This latest revelation comes at a time when Molly Mae is reflecting deeply on her journey into parenthood. Just weeks prior, she had been riding a wave of optimism, proudly declaring to friends and followers alike that she and Bambi had massively turned a corner. It was a declaration born of progress. Longer stretches of cooperative play, fewer inexplicable meltdowns, and the emergence of Bambi's personality in delightful ways, like her budding love for dressing up in Molly Mae's heels or helping in the kitchen with mismatched utensils. Molly Mae had even started planning family outings with renewed confidence, envisioning picnics in the countryside or beach days without the dread of public tantrums. But parenthood, as any seasoned parent knows, is a game of chutes and ladders, where one triumphant climb can be undone by a single slide into chaos. The weekend in question began innocently enough, or so Molly Mae hinted in follow-up stories. It was meant to be a low-key affair, a chance for the family to unwind in their newly renovated home after a hectic week of brand commitments and Tommy's gym sessions. Bambi, freshly 2 years old and full of the fiery independence that comes with that milestone, had other ideas. What started as a minor frustration, perhaps over a denied snack or a toy just out of reach, escalated into what Molly Mae called a constant tantrum. We're talking hours of wailing, flailing limbs, and that piercing cry that seems to echo off every wall in the house. For Molly Mae, who balances her role as a hands-on mom with running a multi-million-pound business, the timing couldn't have been worse. Tommy was pulled away for a last-minute training obligation, leaving her to solo parent through the eye of the storm. In the thick of it, Molly Mae found herself on the floor of the living room, tears streaming down her face as Bambi's cries filled the air. It wasn't just exhaustion, it was a profound sense of defeat. How can someone so small wield such power? She later mused in a voice note shared with her closest followers. The humbling aspect hit hardest when she realized how quickly her cocky optimism had crumbled. She'd been quick to share her wins, the viral TikToks of Bambi's first words, "Mama," delivered with a grin that could melt steel, or the family vlogs showcasing their synchronized bedtime routine. But victories in parenting are fragile, often overshadowed by the very real possibility of regression. Experts in child development often warn of this. The 2-year-old sleep regression, or the terrible twos, phases where testing boundaries becomes a full-time job for the little ones. Bambi, it seems, was right on schedule, her tantrums a developmentally appropriate assertion of autonomy.